welcome to Rauta, this time with a band from Brazil, Grave Desecrator with Immundissime Spiritus. Roughly that way we go with this album, and while the band name might not really ring a bell because, well, it's not that known band, I guess, this one goes back all the way to the 1990s when the band was founded, but for some reason, okay, this just doesn't want to come out, and when I said it, it will. This band indeed has been there for quite some time, honing and polishing their style, making it more vicious, more tight playing and all that stuff. And now it's time to give them a little bit more time here, and I can say this one is actually pretty good album. And as you can see here, South American Satanic Metal 1998. This one comes with a rather basic jewel case, looking nice, with the colors of black and goldish brown, I guess. I mean, you could really imagine all the text here and all that being printed in a kind of a glossy golden colors. So kind of a classic design, no bullshit, no gimmicks, just to the core with lyrics and whatever. And here we have finally the band's Metal Archive site, as you can see, all the way from 1998, and only few albums out. Now one can only wonder what took them like 10 years to do the first album. Now obviously the second album came out quite a bit faster, only 2 years between that, even including an EP along the way, then some compilation live albums. You have it. The story here is not that odd, but still quite interesting that, almost in, like 25 years, basically, give or take. 4 albums out, not the most active bands, but as you can see, basically all the albums took always quite a few years. And starting with the debut one quite late, that kind of explains it all. But be it as may, this one is indeed 2023 album, and it was released in May, so relatively new album still. And this one includes one cover song plus 9 own tracks. That's at least what I've been told, what I've learned. This has been released with a couple of labels from reasons unknown to me. Like, as you can see, all these different labels have been releasing the very album during the same month. But you can see a different tape versions, different CD versions and a tape version plus digital. So whatever is going on with these labels, maybe it's more localized thing, which I wouldn't really be surprised of, given the inflation and all the postage, shipping prices, whatever. So whatever it is, you might find these in digital formats and various CD formats. And this one is indeed from Deepest Records, which came from Switzerland for me to review. Now anyway, here on Metal Archive side, this one is described as black death metal or death black metal. And if you really take a look at these fierce guys looking kind of a war metallic and all classic extreme metal, yeah, you can pretty much get that black metallic vibe here. However, I bound to differ in that sense that I would rather call these more like blackened trash metal or just black trash. But that is just my opinion about this album, because this is indeed, taking ideas from trasher sense of things, and they do it nicely. Now, when they incorporate black metal elements into play, well, it is what it is. One could say, yeah, there is some death metal in it, and even classic heavy metal. Now, if this rings a bell and brings you some bands to your mind, say, like Destroyer 666, not that far-fetched, even though the final outcome is somewhat different. Yes, this is less heavy metal inclined. Yes, this is less melodic death metal inclined, but definitely those blackened parts and trashier parts are right there. And as a whole, this is actually a pretty powerful album. Now, it could be a lot better, mind you, if there were more memorable ones. The kind of songs that drill into your brain right away, like, yeah, this is the killer song. Or if there were more catchier, chorus parts or whatever. But overall, I would say this is pretty good of an album. You will have kind of a guitar solo approach. You will have that kind of a fierceness of black and trash metal right there, shaking hands, and everything in that sense is a very, very good balance. So how does this differ from a lot of those bands? in a good, that this is very well balanced. There are no weak moments. It doesn't last more than 40 minutes, so it doesn't really bore you down. On the bad side of things, there are bands that are just, simply put, better in songwriting. Once again, more memorability, more catchiness and all that stuff. But I would say this is definitely worth checking out. It's a good album with just some minor details which I would like to fix, if you can call it that. But overall, Grave Desecrator doing a great job with the album, with the music. And if you like black metal, if you like thrash metal, if you like black trash, there's no reason why not to check it out. Even if you like death black and all, this is somewhere like along the way of your cup of tea. Now, go check it out. You will find links provided in the description box. Check it out and I hope you like it. Take care.